So about 10 hours ago, I splurged and bought a language learning program. I bought Rosetta Stone Mandarin level 1. It cost about 150 bucks. So far, I think I'm learning from it. Although I haven't gotten into vocabulary. I don't know if they get into that or not. They probably do. Um, yeah, right now it's just grammar, learning how to speak it, and seeing pictures and processing those pictures into what the words should be. And they do it in these sort of games, sort of things, so it happens quickly. And simplified Mandarin is spoken very fast, and there are a lot of words in there just to say a simple sentence. And some of them, I don't know, they don't always make sense. Like some words I thought I figured out what the meaning were. I saw them in other examples, and they didn't mean the same thing. Like Jinan, G being singular, and non being male. It means a single male doing something. One male doing something, whether it be swimming or reading a book or whatever. And Zainan, means multiple. Like there's a few people reading a book, a few men reading a book. And Shui means water, I think, and a few other words. They haven't shown me the vocabulary yet. I'm beginning to understand how it sounds, and I've only just started. You know, I probably invested about 3-4 hours into this program, and so far it's been worth it. I have bought other language learning programs over the years with some to none success. I meant. One of the programs I did buy that was pretty cheap, 40 bucks. That's not bad going. It basically taught you vocabulary and a few catchphrases, and that was about it. And it was called Learn to Speak German Deluxe. I got this from Staples. Well worth it. I learned the meaning of a few words. It may not be the best way to learn a language, but you know, if you really apply yourself, I didn't entirely, but if you do, then you can pick it up. I also bought another program to learn how to speak Russian, and this one was called Teach Me. I ordered it online and had it brought to my house, and it wouldn't work on my computer. I'm not computer savvy, so I couldn't figure out what the problem was, and I didn't pay very much for it. I forget what I paid for it, but so I kind of put it on the drawing board and forgot about it. Well, here's the Rosetta Stone cover for the Mandarin, level 1. There's one that has level 1, 2, 3, 4, and costed $100 more, which, if you're going to be that committed to learning a language, is worth doing. But I want to learn this first, and then I'll probably just sell this copy and buy the next version up when the time comes, because it may take me a year or something like that to learn fluently the entire program on this CD. So we'll see. I don't even know how long it is. I think it's several hours long, and we'll see where that goes. Now, one program I did buy online, which, like I said, I'm not very computer savvy, so I couldn't figure out exactly what to do. It was highly recommended on a few sites that I went to, but it just, I don't know, I couldn't really get it to work. And that's Tell Me More Deutsch. So that's another German learning program. It may have had some bugs in it and wasn't compatible with my computer, because it seemed like simple things that weren't working for it. The thing is, I have one CD, which is dirty, by the way, but it's there. I believe it came with more CDs, if I recall correctly, but in the chaos of the move at my last house, they probably got forgotten. As a matter of fact, when I opened up the box, I went, well, this is pretty heavy. Maybe it's got everything in it. And then I pull it out, and it's got all kinds of junk in it. It's got like my brother's Blue Cross card in it. It's got airplane miles for my brothers. Like, it's like someone just crammed a bunch of junk into my stuff. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me. It's just useless junk. But anyway, that's not important. The thing is, Rosetta Stone seems to be the direction to go into if you want to learn a language. And you might ask why someone like me would want to learn Mandarin after all the videos I've made denouncing China. And not that I would ever go there anyway. But I live in the Vancouver area, or in Vancouver, whatever you want to believe. And there are a lot of people who speak Mandarin here, and I just want to understand them. You know, like, it's important to know what they're saying and things like that and how they talk. You never know when it could be useful. So, it's not that I desire to speak this language, I just want to understand it so that I could probably understand them a bit better. But anyway, I figured this program was worth getting. I will commit to it. Haven't learned a whole lot so far, but I'm beginning to get the sense of what the language sounds like. Because there are many different Asian languages that are spoken in this area, and they have their different dialects and things like that, and it's good to understand a particular one and know, or the most common one, and know that's how it sounds, those are the words and whatnot. Know thy enemy, as someone once said. Yeah, I'm going to keep on this program, study it every chance I get, spend a little bit of time every day, hopefully, on it, and then at the end of it, I'll probably be able to have a thick accent speaking Western white guy speaking Mandarin. That's the goal. Because I hear the way they speak on this program, and my voice is never going to sound like that. I'm always going to have a thick accent on if I ever go to fluently speak this language. So anyway, my initial response and my initial review of the Rosetta Stone is that it's worth getting. But you got to commit to it. And I went the road of buying one that was, half the price of one that was 3 times better. But I want to know that I can learn the language first of all, rather than commit to the full-blown version. I'll probably hawk this one if I master this version, and then pick up the next one. We'll see where that goes. I would like to get that Russian program up in full gear and getting it to work on my computer so I can learn some Russian dialogue. I'm still in the beginning stages of learning languages, but I think it's better late than never, and there's no time like the present to get a move on, because you never know when knowing this language or these languages could be important. That's also good to expand the mind. So I would recommend, if you got a computer, you don't have to have an internet connection. It helps, but you don't have to have one, to get a language learning program. And Rosetta Stone appears to be the direction to go in. It's a lot better than some of those brainless video games where you go around, with an axe or something like that and just chopping at things and picking up little pieces of gold here and there. And those kind of games. You don't learn nothing from them. I mean, Rosetta Stone is presented in sort of a game-like fashion, but you're actually learning something that applies to the real world. Like, I have a friend who plays all these stupid games on his cell phone, like mystery games and things like that, like apps and things like that. So he would be very good at Rosetta Stone, because he's used to that mode of thinking. But because he's been practicing on games similar to it. But the thing is, I doubt he's learned anything practical from those games so far. Like, he's never had a language learning program. He doesn't even have a computer. So, Yeah. Just give it a try. Because you don't want to be stuck just knowing one language, one dimension of thinking. And who knows? The world will probably need translators in the future, more of them. So, yeah, try your best and see how it works out. Anyway, talk to you guys later. See ya.